All right, we are back, and I have my little boy, Leo. Say hi, Leo.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
So this is the first update since the campaign went live, and I would say things are going pretty well. They've been slowing down a little bit in the last few days, but those first few days we managed to get over $700. So that is a nice chunk right there. So that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Before we get into all the thank yous for all the individuals, got a few updates on the handy dandy iPad to go through. First off, just want to go into like some crew additions because things have been moving. We've been getting our people recruited. 2 girls, Justice and Chloe. So Justice was a volunteer for us for the haunt. She was basically out front handling money for donations and for people buying the front of line tickets. And shortly after that, I brought her on board where I work, Marley's Mutt's Dog Rescue. She's been helping me getting content there, so videos and photos and all that good stuff. And then she has a friend named Chloe. Chloe is a very talented artist, and she's, well, I'll put it this way, both of them have been going above and beyond for both the haunt and the film, doing a lot of legwork, talking to people, trying to help us get locations and everything that we need to make these projects happen. So very, very thankful for those two. And then I recently had a lunch with a dude named Jacob. We were planning on him coming to the Marley's Mutt's ranch to help me get some footage there, and that was going to be our springboard to talk about some of the projects that we had going on. Initially, we were talking about doing a music video, which we ended up not needing a drone for, but the drone is still very much needed for Whole. So Jacob and I finally got lunch together. Great guy, really excited to have him involved. And then most recently, a few days after the Indiegogo campaign went live, I got a message on the Whole Instagram, which you should be checking out if you haven't already. So this dude named Andy, who is a film composer, he reached out to us asking if we already have someone for that. And it just so happens that I have not been able to get a hold of the composer that did the work on my last film, The Anomaly. It sure seems like Andy is a perfect fit for Whole. Next week, Andy and I are going to be meeting via Zoom because he is all the way in Sydney, Australia. So little bit of a time zone difference, 17 hours, but he's been doing a lot of work with filmmakers in LA and presumably, I would assume, all over the place. Super excited. A lot of things are moving on the crew front. Locations are the next thing. We're still working on getting some of them. I'm waiting to get final confirmation that we do have one particular location that's going to be used in several scenes. We have the main backyard where the titular Whole is found, so that's a big deal. Having that is huge. Thank you to Cisco and Chantel Garcia. You guys are awesome, really appreciate it. So they are going to be playing Chuck and Peg Wilson, friends of the Dickmans, and it works out perfectly that they have a backyard that was very, very close to what I pictured. Having that backyard is a very, very big deal. I don't want to say the majority of the film takes place back there, but a huge, huge portion. And then a while back, we did lock down the location of the grand finale. Thank you to Julia and Sean, our friends from church. You guys are awesome as well. And so there are several more locations to find, but like I said, we have Chloe and Justice. They're helping out with getting some locations, and we have plenty of leads outside of that. So rest assured, I know that our locations are gonna be found. The trickiest thing is finding something that fits what I had in mind initially when I wrote it, but that's, you know, easier said than done. I will gratefully take whatever I can get as long as it does justice to these characters in this story. So I think that's it for those kind of updates. So as far as the Indiegogo campaign goes, like I said, things are going pretty well. We're at 23% of the goal, which doesn't sound like a lot, but keep in mind, it's been less than a week. So that is a nice big chunk. I would be thrilled if we can hit that 25% mark come Sunday. So after one whole week, if we're at 25%, if we're a quarter of the way, that'd be fantastic because we have essentially another 4 weeks to go after that. So if each week, if we can get a quarter roughly, like that'd be great. We'd be set. So far, everyone that has contributed did more than just the bare minimum, which is fantastic. I really appreciate it. $20 is what gets you the little social media thank you. And so everyone that has contributed so far has given us more than $20 each. I will read off who we have. So our very first is anonymous. I'm just gonna call them Santa. So thank you, Santa. Thank you. Second, mom and dad, my mommy, my daddy. Thank you, I love you guys. So next is Mallory Dickman. So yes, I got the last name for the Dickmans from Mallory and her husband, Kyle. Mallory is my sister. So thank you guys, love you very much. Tom and Lori Koza, that is my wife's parents, my in-laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it, love you guys. Vicki Marlette, I believe that is Bree's grandma. And Bree is one of our fantastic actresses. She is playing Becky, Jim and Carolyn's daughter. Very much appreciated. Cary Brown, wish we had you for the whole film. Said it again. We have been working together on a handful of projects over the years. He's a fantastic guy. He's been a very, very good friend and great person to collaborate with. We've lent our skills to some of his projects, and in return, he's done the same for us. He's been very hands-on with a lot of like the producing type of stuff. And at the very least, it is one of the most appreciated things because scheduling is one of the hardest things to do, especially with such a busy script like the one that we have. And so he was awesome enough to take the time to schedule that and on top of it, also contribute to the campaign. Really appreciate it, Cary. Thank you so much. Stephen Salas. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen did some security work for us for the Haunt. And so that's how we know him and really appreciate it. Ethan Frank. Ethan is a filmmaker and actor that I did some visual effects work a number of years ago for. Thank you, Ethan. And then Nate. Nate is a good friend of ours. He has been sponsoring Tatchby Terror for a number of years so far. And he is also our business partner. Not to go into a big tangent, but we are in business together with him. Nate ended up setting us up with a cash donation. So that cash is gonna be directly used to get some props and wardrobe and all that good stuff. So thank you, Nate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And lastly, Johnny Kalita. Really, Johnny? You do know that this is the same money that's paying you, so I don't know why you're giving me your money so I can just give it back to you later. Regardless though, I appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, everyone. Let's keep that momentum going. You know, it slowed down a little bit the past few days, but that's to be expected. There's gonna be always with these kind of fundraisers, there's a big push at the beginning and then it'll kind of trickle through and then there's a big push at the end. Again, I'd love it if we can hit that 25% mark. So all we have to do is get another 40 bucks. $40, we're gonna hit that 25% mark. And so if we can hit that before the end of Sunday, I will be very happy. If you have any friends, any family, any enemies, any acquaintances, anyone that you're able to shoot this over to and, you know, see if they can send over just a little bit. That's it for right now. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being a part of whole. Leo, please say bye-bye. Bye-bye.